Hey guys, welcome back to another video. One Piece is without a doubt a long-running anime, and with a runtime such as One Piece, it is bound to be filled with sad moments. So today we will be ranking the saddest One Piece moments, so you better have your Kleenex box close by just in case you cry. Alright, let's get right into it. The 10th saddest moment in One Piece is Robin's past. Robin's home island of Ohara was brutally destroyed by the Marines with a buster call, because the Ohara people were getting too close to deciphering the poneglyphs. We see the Marines kill everybody on the island, including Robin's mother, and destroy everything that had been working for. They burnt down the whole island and left no survivors other than Robin. After that, Robin's only friend ends up being killed as well by Aokiji. After her escape, the Marines spread fake information about Robin to get her captured, and we see as a child that she cannot trust anybody or rely on anybody else but herself to stay alive. This backstory certainly has you in your feelings when you're watching it, and really gets you sad seeing what Robin had to go through. The 9th saddest moment in One Piece is the final confrontation with Kuma during the Saba Odi arc. It is one of the saddest moments in One Piece for sure. Not only do we feel for Luffy and his crew being hunted down by one of the warlords, we also come to see that they are not strong enough to fend him off, and the Marines' attacks as well. One by one, we see the crew being sent away to who knows where by Kuma. It is so heartbreaking to see Luffy risk his life to save his friends, but they still end up being sent away by Kuma. We then see Luffy lose all of his crew one by one, and we see Luffy crying deeply because he was not strong enough to protect them. It's a really saddening moment when he realizes that there are stronger people than him and he could lose his crew at any second. Probably one of the saddest moments in One Piece. The 8th saddest moment in One Piece is when Robin finally admits that she wants to live. After we found out about Robin's saddening past, we understand that she does not want to risk Luffy and his crew's life by staying with them and making them a target for the Marines. She ends up trying to sacrifice her own life to save the Straw Hats. But then Luffy comes to save her anyway, and she finally admits that she wants to live and sail the seas with Luffy until they find the One Piece. It is so sad to see Robin unable to get close to people until she decides that she wants to be with the Straw Hats. It is one of the most touching and saddening moments in One Piece, without a doubt. The 7th saddest moment in One Piece is when we learn of Brook's past. When we meet Brook, he's a skeleton who has been around and stuck on his ship for hundreds of years. Brook tells the tale of how his crew was once very strong and great people to have around. But then we slowly see his crew die out one by one, and all Brook can do is stay on that ship, filled with all of the memories of his friends and all of their bodies. It is also sad to think that Brook was stuck to be left alone on his ship. Brook and his crew had plans, but he can't even fulfill those plans because he is not able to leave his ship. He was bound to that ship till he met the Straw Hats. However, he was able to keep his comical side, but he still had to go through an extremely rough past. The 6th saddest moment in One Piece is Chopper's backstory. Chopper has always been an outcast from his reindeer group because he was so different. Then he ate a devil fruit and became humanized, but still was an outcast to the humans. He was seen as a monster by all who were around him. Until one day, he made a friend who's a doctor, who however had a disease and would be dying shortly. Chopper then risks his life to go and obtain a mushroom that is supposed to cure the doctor. The mushroom ends up being poisonous, and the doctor ends up dying soon after the consumption of that mushroom. It is so sad to find out that the doctor ate the mushroom because he cared about Chopper and saw how much effort he put into obtaining the mushroom. The death of the doctor had such an impact on Chopper's life, and it's just one of the saddest scenes to see. The 5th saddest moment was saying bye to the Going Merry. Who would have thought that Oda would have been able to make us cry for a freaking ship? You would think that a ship wouldn't have so much of an impact on the story and the fans overall. And we kind of always thought that the Going Merry was going to sail the sea with Luffy and his gang until they found the One Piece. Then comes the Water 7 arc, and one of the saddest goodbyes on the show. On top of that, the goodbye comes after Luffy and Usopp fight over keeping the Going Merry. We then get that heartbreaking final goodbye scene where we see the whole crew and the whole gang saying farewell to the Going Merry. It's incredible how sad we were to see the ship go. The going merry will forever be in our hearts. The fourth saddest One Piece moment was Bon Clay's sacrifice in Impel Down. After sacrificing himself for Luffy last time that they met, Bon Clay ends up doing it again. He ends up having a really good friendship with Luffy and develops a nice bond, almost a brotherly bond. The moments that they spent together during Impel Down were so fun to watch, but then, to get out of Impel Down, Bond must stay behind and sacrifice himself to open the gates. He's the only one that could have done this due to his devil fruit power. The way everyone on board with Luffy is saddened by the fact that they know what Bond's outcome is going to be really makes it that much sadder, and they all feel his sorrow. His sacrifice will always be remembered, and he will forever be in our hearts. The third saddest moment in One Piece is Whitebeard's death. This moment is really saddening. After Whitebeard comes to the rescue to save Ace from the Marines, he has to lay down his own life to protect Ace. This scene is so sad because we see that Whitebeard just wanted a family this whole time. That's all he ever wanted. We see his whole crew cry and break down at the sight of his body and at him laying down his life to protect Ace. He is then killed by Blackbeard, one of his ex-crew members, and he stays standing up even after his death. He died with 0 scar on his back, which is something to be proud about, but this death makes such an impact. You really get attached to him in this arc, but he ends up having one of the saddest moments in One Piece with his death. The second saddest moment in One Piece is Corazon's death. At first, we did not like him much, but as the anime went on, Corazon and Law became an inseparable duo. They were kind of a brother duo type of thing, and it was so great to watch them develop this bond. However, nothing can last forever, and Corazon is killed by Doflamingo. It is so sad knowing that Law is right behind Corazon during this whole death scene, and it is revealed just how much Corazon cared for Law, and Law hears all of this. And before Corazon's death, he uses his devil fruit one last time, just long enough to let Law escape the island. It's truly heartbreaking to see Corazon die. Him and Law made such a great team. Corazon put everything on the line just to save Law and let him have a chance at freedom. And it was so sad just to see this scene. And it was so sad to see Law totally heartbroken by losing his guardian / brother. It is just one of the saddest scenes in One Piece. The saddest moment in One Piece is without a doubt Ace's death. After all the effort put by Luffy during the Impel Down arc, and then all the effort put by the Whitebeard pirates during the Marineford War, it is so sad to see Ace die by Akainu's hand after sacrificing himself to save Luffy. Luffy does not take this death well. Just like the Watcher, he is heartbroken by the fact that he has lost his brother. It's even sadder when you think that Garp was there too and could have stopped Ace's death from happening. It is one of the most powerful scenes in One Piece and leaves you heartbroken after seeing such a lovable and badass character die. Ace's contribution to the story were incredible, and he will forever be missed by fans all around the world. I think this scene left us all with a hole in our hearts. So there you have it, folks, the top 10 saddest moments in One Piece. Let me know in the comment section what your saddest One Piece moment was, and let me know if I missed some. Make sure you're a law-abiding citizen and subscribe to the law. By the way, I am the law. So thank you very much for watching, and see y'all next time.